On Tuesday, Twitter announced that it had suspended many accounts from allegedly African-American Donald Trump supporters. Now, before you get outraged thinking they are silencing black voices for Trump, Twitter explained that these were fake black people for Donald Trump. They were not, in fact, legitimate African Americans out there expressing their support for Donald Trump. They were trolls who were either proclaiming to be black people or using pictures of black people that they found online. Now, suspending these accounts, getting rid of them, definitely hurts Donald Trump's online army. But it also shows that what we see on Twitter is not real life. It really and truly is not, folks. And we always have to keep that in mind. Because yeah, when you look at one of Donald Trump's tweets, you see the resistance folks out there mocking him, making fun of him. Hell, I join in on it sometimes too, because it's fun. Then you see these die-hard, almost, certifiable people saying, best president ever, oh my God, we love you, and posting pictures of Jesus gently cupping Donald Trump from behind and weird crap like that. A lot of these folks are trolls. They're not real. And we know that this is happening. It happens actually on both sides, but it definitely happens a heck of a lot more on the right. And Twitter is doing the right thing here, trying to purge these people. And these are not just simple, innocuous, hey, we want to boost the president's ego. No. Many of these accounts, including the ones they just suspended, had thousands of followers. They would send out tweets that would get tens of thousands of likes and retweets on them. These were not small potatoes. These were really influential people on Twitter that turned out to not actually be people on Twitter. So yeah, Twitter is doing the right thing here by getting rid of these bots and these trolls. And here's the other side of this as well. We have to do our part to get rid of the bots and the trolls. And what I mean by that is not muting them or blocking them. You have to actively go out there and report accounts too, so that Twitter kind of gets an eye out there to know where to be looking. In the last month, I can promise you, I have reported 100 at least Twitter accounts as spam or suspicious. Now, how do we know? You click on their profile. Have they ever tweeted or retweeted anything that's not a pro-Trump tweet and they've only been around, for a week or two on Twitter? Yeah, probably a bot. And they're becoming more prevalent. We have seen right-wing agitators use these kinds of troll farms. Charlie Kirk, I think, and TP, Turning Point USA, all I can think of as TP when I think of them. They got busted doing this not long ago. Sally Albright on the left got busted doing this. They do it all the time. They either run multiple accounts, they, contract out these little troll farms, and they do it to pump up a singular message. With the case of the accounts that Twitter announced suspended on Tuesday, it was, yes, I am black and I am voting for Trump. And they found out that all of these accounts were tweeting out the exact same thing all the time. That was the big red flag there. But you can help Twitter by throwing up the red flags yourself, by reporting all of these accounts. The obvious ones. You can tell. You can tell when something's a real person. You can tell when something is a bot. Report the bots. Let's clean up Twitter. Let's get these things out of here so that we can once again have the miserable experience that is Twitter and know that we're fighting with a real person and not with some, computer algorithm or somebody overseas who doesn't even know what we're talking about. Let's go back to fighting with each other and not fighting the machines. But for real though, report the bots. You know what to look for. You can tell. Help Twitter out here and let's make the whole experience a little better. But for the time being, Twitter is doing a pretty good job of weeding these out, hopefully keeping the discourse honest. But there's no telling how much damage has been done by some of these accounts that were allowed to grow and prosper before they finally got shut down.